Parks of Calm Waters Cloud Accounting, and today I want to show you my onboarding workflow. Have a little patience with me because I am in a test client, and when I look at these things on video, I kind of always think, oh, you know what, I might change that. So I might talk that through as well. Always be iterating when you are working on your workflows. And always think about the outcomes that you want to achieve. So what is your workflow actually going to look like? I build my workflows in milestones, as we've just seen. If you were in one of my sessions, I have 7 milestones, and then I operate in the order of those milestones. So to start, there is the discovery phase, and this one is really easy. A discovery form goes out. And the reason that it goes out by email is because I'm going to get notified by Typeform when they have completed the discovery form. And then possibly I'm going to phone or meet with the client to discuss. If we don't go, it rarely goes out through Financial Sense. To be fair, that would be coming to me from my website. It's not generally an outbound thing. But at any rate, it starts it so that I know that these things have happened. Then I add the client to Financial Sense. If they have filled out the discovery form, they are actually added to Financial Sense with a zap. And so the base information is coming over once they complete the type form and they book a call with me. Then it's coming over as a zap. And once it is in here, again, this is a test file and this is a templated one. I've refined mine a little more than this. But once the client is in there, then we need to create a client G Drive Dropbox if we're going to go any further, which is usually a file review. Custom field information. This section could actually go down below the file review, but it's a little up in the air of which way, but I like to add the client to Financial Sense. Then we start a file review. And the file review is a big enough workflow all on its own that I actually have that as an automation to start the workflow. And that one looks like this. So they have to sign the accounting file and that goes out to them. They get a contract. This also comes through through Typeform. So if they didn't come in another way in the discovery form, sometimes I just do file reviews. There's a second zap for this that sends them in and they get a note telling them what they're going to do. And then they can come into Financial Sense and the project is already set up. So they have signed that contract somewhere before they even come in here, but they can check off that they've done it. I want them to add 2FA. I need them to upload things into here. And then these are the things that we are going to do in that file review. And then I can build out my workflows in sections. So a second section of client tasks goes out. I can't ask them to download the file review report and video until I've done it. So they don't see this section of tasks until after I have created these, and then I can send it out so that now they have the opportunity to do something. If you have completers in your life, I'm a completer. I need things to be finished. I don't want to be shown tasks that I can't possibly do until it's time for me to do them. So that's something that I really like, is that I can send this out as a second section. So start the file review. And then we wind up in the quote phase. And in the quote phase, we are we call it a PAD here in Canada, pre-authorized debit. Some of you may know that as ACH. Anyways, trying to make sure that they're going to pay me in some way. And if they don't get through all of that, then we don't even go to the information gathering. Then there is the information gathering. You can do this a number of ways. You could do it through client tasks. Again, depends on how you feel about these things. I already had some nice emails created, and there is a link to the business documents that are required. And so they can send those documents. Again, this could go in as a client task and you can have them go right into here as well if you are not using an outside document management thing. Bank reconciliation is a type form, so they're filling in the information there. Payroll information, CRA authorization, how to do that for us. And then we go into the engagement phase. So this is the next milestone. And then we do the app implementation. This one is really hard to template because who knows what it's going to happen, right? Depends on what apps they have, whether you're bringing them into apps, whether they're bringing you into some. So this is where you would probably be adding some things. And then in here, I actually start an app education workflow because that one has enough milestones of its own to be a separate workflow. And that one looks like this. And so the client education one is we are sending out things so that, again, some of these could be done as client tasks. Depends on how you want to do it. If you want to put in, send an email, or if you just want them to pick a booking date with you, then the client task itself could have a booking link. Create a shared app education folder and put in whatever collateral material you have in there for them to guide them through the process. I create a Chrome identity for them that's got bookmarks for them to work efficiency. So that's part of mine. Send the email for training. Again, if you wanted, that could be another task that they check off. So whether you use a link or a task, it's up to you. Dext education, we use Dext, and so this is where that comes in, just guides us through the process. QBO setup, how to do the things with them. Now, some of this I may actually do for them, but some of it, maybe they want to know how it's done, or they have admin people. Education is pretty individual to the client that you've taken on as well. So what are they going to be doing? And then you can take that out. Chrome education, how to use Chrome. And then we do a security session on this as well. So again, have a little patience with me because this is actually my, it's kind of a templated version. It's not the one that I use that's super specific with my client tasks rather than emails, but I really wanted you to see how the process could work and how you could translate that to apps that maybe don't have robust client tasks, that kind of thing. So anyways, I'm Kelly Parks of Calm Waters Cloud Accounting.